Hi, this is the most important thing you can do to have the best holiday, I was going to say of your life, and you know what, it might be, and forevermore. All the rest of your holidays too. Hi, I'm Dr. Stephanie Fine, and we talk about weight loss and how to keep it off forever because that's the most important piece. So not only can you have the best holiday, but you can lose weight during your holiday, you can maintain your weight during the holiday if you do this one thing. And this one thing is evaluation. And so what I mean by that is to look and see what happened. So we just had Thanksgiving a week ago. Hope it was great. Certainly different than how it usually is, but because we were put into this special position, and of course we will be this next month too, what did you learn? What did you like? What worked? What didn't? Whenever we can evaluate a situation, and of course, any situation that's evaluated can be learned from. So if there was a binge, if there was you planned to do one thing, you ended up doing another, always look at the evaluation of it afterwards, because what happens when you do that is you're more aware when it comes up again. And I think we've talked about this timeline before, but it's behavior change timeline. When you evaluate afterwards, you start to be, and you do it each time, you start to be able to catch yourself earlier and earlier so that you don't end up having to evaluate afterwards. You sort of evaluate just afterwards, and then during, and then early during, and then right before, and then even before that. So this is literally the way you change your behavior and you learn. My favorite way of evaluation is 3 steps. 1, what went right? We always start there. Our brain doesn't want to do that. Our brain wants to go to the cruddy stuff. But it's really important to focus your brain on what went right. So for our Thanksgiving, I did not have wine. I loved that because it made the dishwashing so much easier. Now, I wouldn't have predicted that, but it was so much better. It didn't feel like such a terrible chore. If I've had wine, then I can get a little tired, and then the dishwashing seems like a mountain. Now, another reason it wasn't a mountain is because there were so few people. Well, that was neat. So if my goal is to have, a very easy cleanup, no wine, fewer people. Done. Figured that out. But that's not all Thanksgiving is about. So those are some of the things that went really well. Another thing that went well is, and I talked about this before, but is a fewer number of pies. Boy, does that make a difference to me. I'm a little sad, but then I'm super happy when I don't have all the pie left over. So those are some of the things that you think about, all the things that went well. Think like, how long was it? How short was it? How was the stress? Did you decorate? Did you not? Did you like the food you had? Did you not have as many leftovers? All those things are so important to know. Even though this year is different than every other year, if you write all this stuff down, it may influence your holidays in the future. Maybe you won't have as big of one. Maybe you won't want to have it at all. Maybe you liked the, vegetables from this place, but you made a different recipe. All these sorts of things. If you write it down, and then here is a big trick. So step 1 was writing down everything that went well. Step 2 is writing things that didn't go well, things that you'd want to change. And step 3 is writing the plan, so collate that information and put it in your calendar for next year. So if you have, some sort of, you could do it handwritten next year, or certainly in like your phone or an electronic thing. You literally put it under Thanksgiving 2021. Now you have all your notes. You get A+ if you put it in maybe November 1st. So you're reminded. In fact, that's a better idea. November 1st. Put in this note to yourself that it pops up. You will be reminded of the things that worked well that you wanted to remember to do in 2021. I love that for holidays. So that's for annual holidays. What works for doing it for Thanksgiving this year is, of course, we're going to have, other parties, Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year's, whatever you celebrate. There will be other things that you can then use these ideas you found helpful in Thanksgiving and use them for the other holidays. And then you can tweak. So by New Year's, you're going to be great at this. You're going to have the exact goal you want, whether that was to gain only a little, to maintain your weight, or to lose. You've got this if you do the evaluation. So and it does not take long, take 5-7 minutes, sit down, think about your holiday, the things that worked, the things that didn't, and then stick it in your calendar for next year. And then, of course, take time to decide what you're going to do this year. You can put the notes in there too. I love the electronic calculator. Well, I do like an electronic calculator, but the calendar is very helpful. I use reminders all the time. It is a game changer. That's my tip for you today. Evaluate your recent holiday. Plan for the holidays that are coming up, because that's what you can do when you do the evaluation. Then plan for the next one. And you will be able to get what you want out of the holiday and out of your weight for this next month. I'm sending you so much love. Mwah! Bye!